Hello, it's your favorite handicapable black nerd. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about my intro still. Yeah, it's a long intro, but it's my take two, and it's kind of me dragging myself from the other channel. So, yeah, okay. Get some, well, is it petty tea or business tea? Ooh, maybe we can get business flavored petty tea. So I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it, but yeah, this channel going to be getting to business and book reviews, anime, Disney. Oh, and I really want to get like even do some puzzles. There's this like I think I want to do lives where I'm gonna order some puzzles and different like activities and see are they family friendly or disability friendly, and I want to get different gadgets for that, but I really want different activities because especially having a disability, a lot of us don't have that extra money and the extra funds to go out and do different things, and a lot of those different things are not accessible. So I really want to find different accessible things so that yeah, I want to help us be able to have more fun and enjoyment and live our lives. I hear people say, go out and get a job. But then when I go out and get a job or when I'm out in public, why are you out here? Why are you out here after 5? It's like, do you know how many people like they act like I should have a curfew, or they act like since I have a disability, I'm not supposed to live, and I'm not supposed to enjoy, or just be out and stuff, and or that I should be embarrassed of myself. Like, yeah, all of that stupidity, and yeah, ignorance is golden, and that's why, yeah, with this channel, I'm still going to be talking politics because if you're talking to a black female with a disability, yeah, politics follows me in almost every direction. And I kind of mentioned Medicare, Social Security, and everything like that. And looking for work, having a hard time find like companies always either asking illegal questions or not being accessible. Do you know how many schools I interviewed for and they're not accessible? And some they hired me. They already hired me, but then they didn't see me face to face. And that's one reason why now, like I taught at a clearly a mistake university. It's like where the dean, other professors would come up to me and say, "Be careful," because the dean would mock how I walk. Yeah, he was a no good, despicable bigot. Yeah, but like when I was even going interviewing for K through 12 schools, I've had 2 or 3 schools hire me before they saw me. And then I went to see them and they were just like, "Oh, yeah, how are you going to make it to the classroom?" And I'm like, "Well, you didn't say that you had all these stairs around the building, and I am just not realizing that I'm going to have to ask that question now. And but at the same time, if you're going to take this job away from me because of my disability, that's pretty illegal." But yeah, it's basically he said she said, because even like at one of the schools she even said, "Oh, we're going to figure out another reason." To my face, she said she was going to figure out another reason if I filed a complaint or whatever, that she was going to figure out another reason to not be able to hire me. But they already gave me the job, but they took it away because of me versus the stairs. And so I was going to be an author anyways, but now with everything that I've been through and the judgment, the dehumanization, the bigotry and everything, I want to make sure that I'm going to be covered. I want to make sure that I was so close to having a house. While in pain, and I can't even describe the pain, but I was so determined to buy a house. I literally almost had the money for a house. I was like, I had the down payment, and I was so excited. But then it happened. Go watch the other channel. I talk about it. But then I could not walk. And yeah, but then they had to diagnose me. And that took all the money out. Yeah. So I had to start over. Or, well, I have to start over. It's not past tense, it's present. So it's frustrating because I was like, I've lived the American life. I like kind of like Monopoly or whatever, or the game of life. I've followed the path where they say like, oh, if you want a good future, if you want to live the American dream, this is the path you're supposed to. Yeah, skip that, screw that. It's like, no. I have worked my tush off. I have been through so much. And so, with my business, like one reason why this means so much to me, I want to be able to be independent, and I want to be able to, like, since the Republicans want to take away Medicare and Medicaid and Social Security, I have to make sure I have my back. I have to have my own back. I need to make sure I have backup plans. And I'm going to be talking a lot about history and different things which will help. Like, even when I teach college, sometimes when I try to teach certain things to students, because I'm black and a woman and with a disability, I've had several, especially either white male students or Middle Eastern male students. They tell me that I'm wrong or I'm not as smart as them. Yeah, I said it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest and like, I'm gonna be honest. It's like usually those are the two demographics I had the biggest issues with, because I had one Middle Eastern student, male student, come up to me, even tell me that he knows he's smarter than me because he knows that I went to school in Detroit. Yeah. So, anyway, and so yeah, so like, as I tell my stories, hopefully you guys know, like, starting a business with all of my demographics and everything, like disability, woman, and black, it means a lot to me. And I'm working my tush off, and I'm going to be going through a lot, and there's going to be challenges. Some are not going to believe me. Hey, sip your tea, enjoy your time, whatever. But I'm speaking my truth. And with a lot of the things I talk about with why I'm doing the business the way I do, I might be taking you into my marketing and advertising classes. It's like, till this day, I read and watch documentaries and watch videos about business and marketing and things like that because I want to stay up. I look up different technologies and things, and you're going to see me learn, because I might even do a live where I share my screen and I show that I'm learning different technologies. And I might even do that with Twitch, because I know it's mostly video games and things, but I really want to do some video games. And like, because I was kind of even thinking, I want to find a different version of Sims, because that's political too, but I heard who bought Sims and what they're doing to it and stuff. And so if I can find another version, but if I can, like, after I publish like my novels, I would love to see, like, ooh, let's create like a video version of my novels and things. So I don't know. I have so many different ideas and things. And I mean, I probably won't be doing half of them, but at least I have an imagination. And yes, I'm not trying to fight the algorithm. I'm not. Like, with my other channel proves it. I'm not just chasing. I'm gonna every day. I'm like, what do I want to talk about? What's going on in the news? How does it affect my life and others' lives? And it's like, what does it do to me? And oh, here comes another dating nightmare. Oh crap, this one's crazy. Oh no, this one's racist or a bigot or whatever. So, yeah, I don't chase the algorithm. I'm just like what's in my heart, what's on my mind, what's on the news. So, and oh yeah, I did not mention another one of the streams of income. I have my Patreon and I'm going to be starting one for the business side. Right now, I have River of Racism, I have Dating Nightmares, I have Catfish. Oh my gosh, yeah, I need to start researching more of the catfish. I have a pretty decent collection of catfish too. And I'm going to be doing like studying like the patterns because they use the same jokes and the same lines. And I've actually watched like 5 documentaries on it. I'm a nerd, yes, but I'm learning more about their trainings and how they have journals and books and they exchange and they buy from each other, and like their teacher or their leader is like how he has a collection of them, and only when you prove that you've like mastered one level will you possibly get another, or when they feel like they can trust you and stuff. It's just the business world of catfishing is crazy. But then for them to not feel bad about stealing and taking money from people, especially Americans, they just root it from slavery. Even if they take it from a black person, they're just like, oh well, they're colonizing and they have slavery and they treat black people awful and like, okay, yeah, yeah, all right. So it's like that. When I saw that part of that documentary, and I might look them up because I actually want to watch some of them again because they were mind boggling, blowing, and everything. It was just like wow. But yeah, so I have my Patreon and I plan on doing so much on it once I have the time because yeah, I'm still uploading a lot of the dating nightmares. Oh, and the Reddit stories. I need to get back to Reddit stories. I haven't done that in like a year and a half. And yeah, so let's just say there's a lot with that. Uh and I'm going to be creating other projects and different things. And like cuz well, okay. I'm going to start talking about what my goals are for either the day or the week. Yeah, it's good cuz yesterday I was so proud of myself. I let's just say like emotionally, especially like go to the other channel and listen, but just like being broken up with suddenly and them having no reason. It's just I I'm now just going to be on my own with my writing and my creations and everything. And because I told them a lot of men, they already don't like black women are the least desired on dating apps. So being a black female with a disability is I'm not even going to go over all the awful things men say about me and all of the awful things men have done to me. And so I thought I could trust that man, and he pretended that I could, and then all of a sudden just oops, yeah, never mind. So and but I'm going to use it for my novels. And yeah, a lot of people don't like a lot of the emotions and even the pain, the happiness. There's memories, there's history, so many ways where us as writers, where we get our ideas from. And it's like from some of the dating apps you're gonna see in my Patreon. Sometimes like, oh, I would never date the guy, especially if they're conservative Republican. No. And oh my gosh, if they ever how do you have a Confederate flag in your profile, but then you try to say you want to date me? Oh, and then how do you have um one of those red hats? You know which one I'm talking about. and or upside, like, well, the Confederate flag, or the ones that say don't tread on me and stuff like that. But then you say you're not political. Some of them have all three. And I'm like, you're not political, but look at the. So this is why on my other channel I say, watch out for liars, because a lot of these conservative men realize that there's so many liberal women that they will lie. And I just posted one of the liars earlier today, a few hours ago. Yeah. So, but yeah. So check out the Patreon. Check out, like, I have my children's books. I'm gonna put those in. Gonna put the links in inside this episode and in the description and everything. But yeah, I'm gonna be working on. Oh, I need to create the labels for the candles. So that's one thing that I'm gonna be working on today and throughout the week. And then I created my grant, or not grant, my business plan for grants. I created the business plan, but I need to make sure everything, it looks professional and edited. So I'm going to do that this week. So that's a this week goal. And but yeah, the labels are a big thing. And possibly I'm gonna figure out my lineup, because I really was hoping to be ready by the summer, but I'm probably not going to be ready by the summer. Maybe late summer. So maybe I can have a limited edition, like, candle, a couple, like two or three candles for the end of summer, and then have a fall lineup. So I need to figure out which out of the so many ideas that I have come up with, which ones I'm going to start with. And then writing. I need to do a lot of writing. And I want to add one more, being the website, because without the website, so yeah, it was like, you know what? A lot of these are going to, like, okay, so writing and the labels are today's goals. But then the grant, the finalization of the grant, or the business plan, I keep saying grant, is I'm going to look up grants later on in this month, but not to, yeah. And then, yeah, and the novel, those are going to be the week's goals. So I think that's a pretty good lineup, because I wanted to publish part one of the novel this year. I don't know if that's going to happen, but one reason why I'm like, you know what, I'm going to start talking about my goals on here, because that's going to make me feel more obligated. That's going to kind of put the fire under my tush and be like, girl, you better work. So I need to bust that Rihanna song on and start getting the work and everything. And I'm excited and I love it, but as a writer, and since my identity's changed, because for decades, doctors said the pain was in my head. Nothing's wrong with me. I was making it up. So now that I am disabled, and the writing of this character is different, it feels different, because, like, I used to be ashamed of how I walked, because everyone kept telling me, like, you're lying. You're making it up. There's nothing wrong with you. You just want attention. You just want this. You want, like, so my rough draft was with that in mind. But now I feel a little stronger. I feel a little bit more like, get out of my face. I have a disability. Okay? Don't mess with me. Don't start with me. If you want to talk to me like I'm grown, I'm going to react like I'm grown. Okay? Okay. Because, well, if you listen to the other channel, you'd already know. But my mom, since 10th grade, told me, as long as you walk like that, no one's ever going to want you, love you, or marry you. When it came to jobs, she told me, as long as you walk like that, no one's going to hire you. No one's going to want you. You're not gonna go anywhere walking like that. So now I have to create where I go, where I walk, you know, within reason. I have to create my chair at the table because my chair is a wheelchair, and they don't make a wheelchair for the table. Like, no, for the business table, no. Mm-mm. So that glass ceiling is a little different for me, but now is my time to conquer it, especially after this heartbreak, after the disappointment, after the mental and physical ABUSC that I have faced throughout my entire life. I write from the heart. I tell stories from the heart. I give facts, I give opinions. And with my business, with my creations, my greeting cards are going to be from the heart. Sometimes you're going to be like, this girl, because I'm petty. And so with some of my greeting cards, you're going to be just like, what? Because I'm going to be like, yeah, there's going to be some birthday cards and get well cards, of course, and happy anniversary cards. But there's going to be some cards about, I caught you cheating, and or I caught you lying to me. And but then also, like, especially if you just see a coworker who just needs a hug or they just need to breathe or whatever, a like, you know what, like, if you need a pillow to scream into, girl, I got you. Like, some of those cards. Because mental health and allowing yourself to express yourself the way you need to sometimes. And but yeah, so I'm gonna have several different type of unique cards that you don't normally. And like sometimes I have to, like, I go back to the times where I wish somebody had my back, or I wish I had somebody to check up on me, because while not being diagnosed and the ridicule and the put downs and everything like that, yeah, let's just say I understand so much. And so this channel is going to keep me obligated. It's going to keep me in line. And I want to show other people, stay on your goals. If other people are telling you what you can't do, babies, honey, sweethearts, don't listen to them. So, and that's another reason I want to do lives. We can come together. If I don't care what your goal is, it's like if it's painting like one of the rooms in your house and redecorating, or if it's planting or gardening or whatever, it's like, well, like we can work on our goals together. And if you want to even test out or try new contraptions and things like that, but it's like within reason, because yeah, right now most of, like, I'm trying to get my business together, so it's like most of the contraptions I get are not going to be like, they're going to be things either I have to get, or they're not going to be expensive at all. They're like, budget. Oh, and I forgot to mention, with my Patreon, I want it accessible to as many people as possible. It's $2 and $4 a month. So I'm gonna have higher tiers, but majority of the items I want to keep on the $2 and $4, because having a disability and with physical therapy and medications, and there's some who need therapy, and so many other, like, they have to buy different gadgets and stuff like that, and some maybe even traveling, and it's like, oh, and some who sadly got diagnosed with either cancer or something, like with the chemo and stuff. I got you. I don't, yeah. I want this accessible. I want this for the people who they didn't choose these rough times, or this, like, Hmm. I know how hard it can be, and I know how other people judge. And I want to create an environment and a circle where we can just be at ease and we can just relax. And you know what? Even if your goal is just to take a nap, like if, because some people say like my voice is just easy to listen to, babies. If you need a nap and I help you take that nap, whatever. That's my pleasure. If I can help you fall asleep, okay, babies. So it's like if it's to meditate, if it's to work out, because yeah, I'm gonna work on my weight too. So I'm a thickums, but I'm at a point where some people are like, you need to love yourself. You need to like, I love myself, but my issue is being accepted in the world. And some people are like, well, that doesn't matter. Like, not when you're trying to start a business, like when people sometimes people judge if they're going to buy something based off of what you look like. And that's one reason why many companies they get spokesmodels. But what do their spokesmodels look like? And oh my gosh, why did GoDaddy pick Danica Patrick, which I cannot stand that woman? Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you don't know, okay, I think she's MAGA, but I know she's Republican for a fact. But some of the things she has said, I'm like, girl, how poorly educated are you? That's my opinion. My opinion. But yeah, you might, if you don't know about her, you might want to look her up. But GoDaddy chose her for a reason. And I kind of want to look at GoDaddy's politics because I'm going to be needing them pretty soon while I create the website and everything, but I think I'm gonna probably be using one of their competitors because yeah, if you're gonna choose Dana Kirkpatrick as your spokesperson, that says a lot. And yeah, so with my channel, I will be talking about spokesmodels and image and a lot with marketing and advertising because yeah, that's what I got my degrees in and that's what I studied and that's what I mean 7 years in a college classroom, 7 or 8, yeah, 7 years. Oh yeah, I'll say 7. But other than that, you guys know my goals, and you guys know a little bit about me. If you want to know a lot more about me, the Handicapable Black Woman channel. I have now not too far from 800 episodes. You're gonna see the good, the bad, the ugly, the stupid, the poorly educated, and yeah, it gets interesting. I talk about gray sheep, which I am. Oh, that's another, well, kind of another stream because I'm gonna be creating the Gray Sheep Society. So that's gonna be in the works. I need to do a few more Gray Sheep episodes, and I'm gonna create the Gray Sheep Corner on Patreon too. And oh, this month, okay, I have a month goal too. I need to create a definition for a gray sheep because I know I've described it, but I know for people to fully understand, I need to figure out a solid definition for it. So, yeah, yeah, I think that'll be great. And because that will also help me move that to like farther to a more developed direction. Yeah. Is there anything else? But yeah, just know I'm going to be taking this ride. I'm going to be working on this with a broken heart, but sometimes while broken, it allows me to have other emotions, other feelings, other desires, and things. And it's a learning experience because now I've retired from dating. And is it sad? Yes, but yeah, I'm going to be learning a lot more about myself now. So, you know what? I will borrow my other ending until I figure out a new one for this one. Thank you so much for listening to the Handy Capable Black Nerd channel. I am a woman. I am a nerd and I am handy capable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too. Take care.